stadium, we've got one that does take to the skies before kickoff. That is the mascot, Freddie Falcon. And at ground level, here they come. A closure. The Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field in Atlanta. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Leading the Washington sideline, that's head coach Dan Quinn. His side has alternated losses and wins across the first 3 weeks of this season. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. From the booth, Kate Scott alongside Brock Hewitt. Brandon McManus set to get us started. And we're off in Atlanta. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And bringing them out, now in his 6th year here in the NFL, Brock is 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
He lets one fly deep downfield. And he doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Love from the gun. He's running for it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington first down.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
24-yard gain on the play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. It's a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Love. Certain pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
All the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
3rd and long. Here's Love. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
McPherson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. A couple touchdowns, make up for the 1 interception. interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. Certainly some momentum to build on today. Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Complete to the college safety, Sione Vaki. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Running with Walker again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 2nd down.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Going again is Baker. Ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Commanders get to it first. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3.
Play action, Love. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results. And those are the results he's looking for.
This connects with Higgins. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 30. And the Commanders' first down.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Big throw out wide by Love. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. It was Max Melton who held him down there.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Once more, it's Love.
36-yard line.
Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
Sticking in the air, Love. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Josh Jacobs. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Love out of the shotgun. Quick sled complete.
Love's pass.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
Love throwing on 4th. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Commanders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Commanders go up 10-zip here in the first.
10. Falcons, nothing.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Good coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Mayfield. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Stone on the coverage.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. The Commanders have an early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Staying with Walker. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And off to Walker from the gun. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. brings up second and
This time it's a passing play. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Colson and Devo's got it. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
The Commanders set to take over. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On second down, Jacobs. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. On the sneak, it's Love. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Riley Moss with that tackle.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. He is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 20. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Love with it on 1st down. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
The left side cut by Higgins. And this one doesn't go far. And it's a dime look from the Falcons now. 3rd down coming. Complete out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Washington.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. Dump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing again. Love. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st 1. 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 1st
nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got a man in motion. They'll run, Jacobs. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Jacobs again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 2, and that leaves them with 3rd and 8.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
McPherson's kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Smith on the return. Juke the defender. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. He's got Evans once again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 47. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Finds Chase on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons facing 2nd and 5. From the 34. This is Ridley working the right side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Mayfield. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying getting it to Calvin Ridley. So it's going to be 4th and short. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. McManus sends it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They send a tight end in motion. Running on first here with Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs for them from the 46. Jacobs running behind center. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the pan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Love on third and short. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Once more, it's Love. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Loves to throw again. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 15. First down, Commanders.
And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime.
40-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Third quarter's going to start the run by Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Baker now off the play fake. Brought in right side. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Falcons.
Pressure coming. Baker. Left side into the hands of Warren. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
2 yards on the pick.
Second and 8. Into traffic. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Walker on first down.
For our Falcons.
Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring out a second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the 29. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks, but it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Want to get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Commanders make the recovery.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets in on the draw. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Love out of the shotgun. This throw is caught. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Commanders
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Short side option here. He's running left. This is ahead for about 5. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4.
at the Commanders' 42-yard line.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
That's good for our Falcons.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Paulson Adebo on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Give up the gun to Walker. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Now Love on the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a first.
And the Commanders' first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Love using the legs here. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Shotgun now for Love. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
4 yards on the pickup.
They bring their tight end left.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd and 6 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
14 Higgins. Incomplete. It's third.
Throwing his love on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. So they're left with fourth down here.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
McPherson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the fifth time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have them be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
There's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. About ready to go now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So 2nd down coming up.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again is Baker. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run for it. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down in that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46. Gets him on the in route. Cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now here's Mayfield. That's caught for the first. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. Pacheco hauls it in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it as a receiver in the open field.
Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This is a 35-yard look from the right hand. McManus sends it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Here's this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Washington takes over.
The Commanders, Team Jordan Love, set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And that's already just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Love. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Play action. Love. Look at all this time. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. First down, here's Baker. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 27-yard line.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. They'll run it with Pacheco. And this one's overwhelmed as they drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
At the 27-yard line.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Going on 1st down. Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Love from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. Falcons Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Love out of the shotgun. He gets it to Fant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. From the red zone now. Finds Higgins for another grab. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and 4 coming up now. To the air with Love. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! But he won't be able to turn the block into 2 points. They drag him down and put an end to that return.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel like the whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons first down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Chase Young on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up
2nd down run by Pacheco. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons 16 points back. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Mayfield now from the gun. That one nabbed by Warren. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
gain of 12 yards. That's good for our Falcons.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
That's another Falcons.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
Going again. It's Mayfield. That's Evans making the catch out right. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
That's good for our Falcons. First down.
Baker throwing again. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And his first out of bounds after picking up about 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, it's Mayfield. The throw is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Brings up second and goal. At the 12.
After the sack, another pass on second down. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and
To throw. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Brings up fourth down.
Desperation time here on fourth. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see it throw that quick, it really was determined.
And this is going to be cut for 2, so some fight left in him. Love it. It is back to a one-score game.
Commanders 28, Falcons 20.
Okay. They've got a shot at this now, Brock. However improbable it may be, that 2-point try makes this a one-score game.
And that's all you want, Kate. You just want one more shot, right? Just a little bit of life. Hands, team, get yourself ready to go get this football. You get the ball back, take a shot to the end zone. I know this. Crazier scripts have been written in the NFL before us, and they'll be written following us, too.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say goodbye from Atlanta.